Hi, I'm Kata, and this is Torn City News. We're now back after a break. We're now back after a break of about 3 weeks. I decided that I needed a little bit of a mental vacation from the news, and since this is just something I'm doing for fun, I decided to take that break. Um, if you've been hanging out in Global recently, you've probably witnessed the $1 million lurker sending out cash and goodwill anonymously. The lurker has been described as the hero that Torn City needs and has been credited with helping to create a more charitable environment in the normally cranky and somewhat disturbing Global chat. He has also inspired copycat lurkers, which he acknowledges is not a bad thing, but just would like people to know that the lurker is asking you if the lurker is asking you to do something for him, it's probably not the original lurker. He has also submitted a manifesto, which I will post in the forums and in the comment section of this video. As you can see, I'm a little bit rusty. I'm going back to the ums and the not smiling, I'm sure. It's been a while. I kind of feel like this is my first one all over again since it's been so long. But back to the topic at hand. Thank you for all that you do, 1 Million Lurker. We definitely appreciate it. Also, the Summer Torn newsletter is out. It includes updates on things like Crime 2.0. They're going to be bringing in also an activity log where you should be able to view the past 1 year's worth of activity. The group attacks are changing on people. Running away has changed. Now there is an escape button. And what the escape button does, it's only available when your opponent uses a turn and doesn't make any damage, is what I understood. So you can only pretty much escape when that happens. Also, the elimination competition is coming up here in September. I'm pretty excited about that. It's going to be my first one actually participating in or witnessing or really anything, so that's exciting. And the Torn City newspaper is looking for submissions from Torn citizens. They're also thinking about adding an automated news, which I thought was pretty cool. So it just like automatically picks up on different things like who's warring who and all that kind of stuff. And as always, at the very end, there's free E. So make sure you check that out and use up your free E. I also wanted to announce that the faction, the Protectorate, is currently looking for new members. Candidates must be over level 15, must log in daily, have over 1 million total battle stats, and have a team attitude. If this fits you, please contact Melted or Iceboy for more information or send an application to the faction to join. This year's Mr. and Ms. Torn competition was a first for me. Although my Torn age says that I've been around for over a year, I didn't really start playing until months after I signed up. So this was a whole new experience for me. It's definitely been interesting. Seeing the faces that go with the names was pretty cool, especially since all of you guys get to see my face and I finally get to see a lot of yours in return. There were definitely some submissions that went above and beyond my expectations for the contest, particularly Lucenza, pretty sure that's how you say her name, Lulu, and Chemical's submissions, both of which are currently leading the pack in their gender categories. Lulu's entry is clever and well made while not showing cleavage, which is apparently very important to some people in this game. I still don't really understand why it matters so much to people. I've seen so many people say they automatically rate girls a 1 if they're showing too much skin. But I mean, I guess to each their own. They can vote however their heart desires to vote. But I don't really see anything wrong with a woman showing off her body if she feels comfortable enough to do so. So many women feel embarrassed and feel ashamed of their bodies and feel ashamed of themselves. It's great to see so many of the Torn ladies are comfortable in their own skin enough to put themselves out there and deal with all of the idiots that end up saying horrible stuff about them. You can say it's cheap or whatever you want, but I salute these beautiful ladies, and I hope that they won't let any of those idiots out there tell them that they're any less than what they are just because they happen to have worn something that shows a little skin. Not to diminish Lulu's submission at all, because hers is great, or others who choose not to show off their bodies. Lulu's submission is classy and clever, and she looks absolutely gorgeous in it. I'm super happy that she's in the lead for Ms. Torn. We couldn't pick a better Ms. Torn. Unfortunately for us all, Torn staff didn't see it fitting to accept Ramilia's submission for Ms. Torn. But to be fair, I feel like this picture was just too well done. It really encompasses Torn in a way that no other submission has. Not to mention, Ramilia didn't even make an attempt to conceal nipples in the picture. It would have been immediately taken down or taken first, and clearly wouldn't have been fair to the other contestants. I'm also pretty pumped to see Leslie's competition coming up here. The newsletter said that there will be another judging contest shortly after the Mr. and Ms. Torn competition ends. So I'm really interested to see what that is. I don't know if that's something new or if it's something that's been done before, because like I said, this is all pretty new to me. I don't know the story behind it, but I was told the other day that Frosty has been feted. According to his profile, he's marked for permanent deletion, and I just talked to him the other day, so I'm kind of surprised about this. But if anybody knows why he was feted, please let me know. Also, Chibs is allowed back in chat again. They could have gone with a longer, more permanent ban for him, in my opinion, but I'm not staff, so it's not up to me, unfortunately. Luckily, Chibs doesn't know when to keep his big mouth shut, so I'm sure he'll be gone again shortly. Tad is also back in chat, so we are once again privy to his collection of penguins. I, for one, enjoy Tad, so I'm happy to see him return. Thanks, Obama. Dude has been chat banned as he posted in the forums that he's upset that he can no longer PM Ms. Torn contestants. Also, on that same thread, Demonink posted on there that he was chat banned as well. And I do want to thank him for making that awesome forum post about me. I was very sad that I couldn't comment on it before it was graved. I actually didn't realize that it was going to be graved, and so I wouldn't have waited as long as I did to respond to some of the wonderful, awesome descriptions of me on there. As always, please submit news to me through the link provided in the post or through messages or mails or PMs. You can also now, though, submit news through the Torn City News Discord server. Speaking of the Torn City News Discord server, we have a new Torn City News Discord server. We will be doing some great giveaways there starting next week. I'm not sure yet what we'll be giving away because I haven't actually gotten that far yet, but there will be some giveaways. We've already experienced quite a bit on the server. Had the Dickening 2.0 and many fun and not necessarily Torn related discussions on there. Also, I wanted to say freedom and suck my woolly. And I want to say hi to 11 as well and say 11. Moving on from the server. Because of other random issues, Mega and I were married quietly with just a few friends in attendance. Vows were exchanged, cake was cut, and fun was had by all. Dexy caught the bouquet, so look out, boys. Chedburn graced us with his presence, and even my ex, the Dude, made an appearance. Champion was there. You can tell this is an old picture, though, because he still has a gold AK in it. I haven't heard anything about his gold AK in a while, so I wonder why that is, and I have no idea, Invited guests include Oriel, my maid of honor, Bella, Marlin, who looked fantastic in his bridesmaid's dress, Allie's fetid Malty, Wicked Princess, Hilly, and Blue. Also in the picture is Pimpstress Trish, who wasn't invited but managed to photobomb in the background. That Trish always showing up where she's not wanted. Speaking of Trish, it seems the self-proclaimed Queen of Torn, Pimpstress Trish, can't stay away from the game even after committing Torn suicide by posting multiple Torn members on the forums. It seems that she acquired the login information from someone in Torn and was using that person's account to attack her enemies from beyond the grave. Please keep in mind that sharing your account information is a fettable offense, and that Trish is kind of a psycho. So if you do decide to give her your account information for nudes or for whatever reason, please keep in mind that you'll probably be coming back to a lengthy chat ban and forum ban, or possibly even a fetid account. It has also come to my attention that a certain Mrs. KD that used to be married to Smoke has stolen someone's picture off of an Instagram account and is pretending that they're her. I randomly received a mail from someone claiming that they are the owner of said pictures and that Mrs. KD has stolen her identity. Some of you folks in the forums might remember Mrs. KD as being a particularly annoying poster who originally posted about someone asking her for nudes and how offended she was by that, which is whatever, but the problem was that she eventually became more and more annoying as the thread progressed. Um, it is what it is, but just keep in mind that if you're planning on cybering this little lady, just remember that she probably has a penis. And that's pretty much all I have for today. It's probably way long enough anyway, especially since I've been off for 3 weeks. Um, anyway, keep it classy, Torn.